So good morning, welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 23 of connection. I've been really thinking about, what we commit to and what we do. So for example, the first day I was like, oh, let's write down these things. And now I'm like, God, we're writing down these things still. And it's that really interesting thing of persistence and accountability and, just turning up and doing it. Actually, it's really interesting as a practice. Really, really interesting. And then I heard the cuckoo this morning, and I was out walking the walk out in the morning dew. I heard the cuckoo. Yeah, really amazing. I don't know if that's typical. 23rd of April, maybe. Yeah, usually May I hear the cuckoo, so very nice hearing the cuckoo. So when you hear the cuckoo, great. So one, close your eyes and get a sense of you in this moment. The felt sense, the feeling tones. And where's your wellness? And then what are you going to commit to today? Small, tiny thing that you could do that would inspire, resource, connect you in, connect you out, connect you to nature. Nice. So come. Today we're going to do these kind of spinal rolly things. They're called spinal waves. I think I did them before. I did them against a wall and I had just had a laughing attack. So we're going to do them standing without the wall this time. Okay? So come. Come stand in the middle of your mat. So great. So we're just going to start by rolling down. So begin to roll down along your spine and find connection. So rather than moving in front of the stretch, round your back, tuck your chin in, and feel that your spine connects, and then begin to move that down. And only go as far as your hands are near your shins, near your knees, and then keep that connection. So your back is really rounding as you come back up, and then you disengage the connection as such. Then you straighten the spine. Okay, so try it again. Round your back, chin is tucked under. You feel the connection of your spine, and then you move that forward. Nice, and then move it back. Nice, one more time. Find the spine, connect, so really round before traveling, and then travel. And coming back. Nice, so the other direction. So arching your back, draw your elbows back, draw your chest forward, and I go, and I find my spine, and then slowly just lean forward a little bit. So your bum sticks out, your chest sticks forward, and then come back. Come to neutral. Nice. Connect your spine, arching, and then come forward. You can bring your hands to your thighs if you wish, or let your hands hang. Coming back. Nice. One more time. Arch, your bum sticks out, your chest sticks forward. Slowly travel forward. Coming back. So it's a combination of those two movements, the spinal waves. So start by rounding forward. Find your spine, connect to it, travel. And then when your hands are near your knees, arching your back, look forward. So you stick your bum out, stick your chest forward, and then travel back. So rounding forward until your hands are near your knees. Arch your back, and then coming up. So you can begin to make it more flowy, or you can stay with the arch, descend, round, rise. So how would you make this more flowy? Maybe how would you make this bigger if your spine is comfortable with bigger? The bit that gets me is where I have to be careful is as I arch my back that my spine doesn't feel too heavy on my lower back as I arch and lift. So that will decide, the strength of your spine will decide your range. So let the sensations of you decide how deep you go. Make it as small as feels like real wellness. So now we're going to do it the other way. So arch your back, stick your bum out. Travel a little bit forward in the beginning. So your hands are still near your thighs, and then round your back and rise. Arch your back, come down, round your back, rise. And how would you make this flowy? Really feel that in your spine, in your legs. Nice. How cool, guys. Roll your shoulders, big circles. And then roll in the other direction. Super cool. So stand in the middle of your mat with the sides of your mat wide to you. And bring your feet so they're not hip distance, but they're not wide. They're just wide, a little bit wider than your shoulders. And then turn your feet a little bit towards the left. Come up onto the right toes as you reach your right hand over towards the left. Come back. Both feet are parallel. And then do the same to the right side with your left hand. So travel. I'm moving my feet. And my left hand, as I reach my hand across, my other hand is reaching backwards. So I have this sense of like as one hand reaches forward, the other hand is reaching backwards. Nice. Cool. Make the feet wider. We're going to try the same movement. Okay, so turn your feet towards the left, reach, and I'm bending the left knee and I'm really straightening into the right leg. So I reach my left hand back and reach my right hand forward. Pause there. Can you lift through your head, open through your chest, and really send the sense of your chest down into that right arm. So open the front of your throat, rise through your head. Point into the back leg, bend the front knee a little bit more. Nice, change. Over towards the right with the left hand. Right hand is moving backwards, left hand is moving forward. Lift your chest to extend down into that arm. Point into the back toe. Feel the length through the whole of the left side of your body. Nice. Come back to center. So, over towards the left with the right arm, reaching up. And then bend your right elbow and begin to draw your right elbow down. Feel a bit like the thinker, that or somebody throwing a discus in ancient Greece. Pause, your elbows on your knee, your left hand is reaching back behind you, both knees are bent. Nice, rising up, change, reach the left hand over towards the right, and then begin to bend the left elbow to draw it down, and it just it can touch, but I'm not leaning into it. It's like it's pushing into the knee. My right arm is reaching back, and it has this really incredible dynamic in the body. I do feel like one of those amazing sculptures. It's really cool. Nice. One more time each side. Back to center. Reach your right hand over. Long through the right arm. Bend the left knee more. Bend your right elbow. Draw it down. Your back knee is hovering above the floor and your left hand's reaching more and more up and back behind you. Drop your right knee to the floor. Bring your right elbow either to your thigh or to the outside of your left knee. Wrap your right hand around your left hand around the back of you. Twist and look towards the left. And get longer. Again, open the chest, lengthen through the front of the body. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor beside your left foot. Bend your left knee. Keep your foot flat to the floor. Sit your bum back. It's kind of squishy, but I like it. Just feel foot is flat to the floor. You're just traveling forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. See how it is to sit your bum back towards that right foot My toes are flat to the floor, so I'm really compressing my right foot, squeezing my weight backwards. Nice. Rising up, bring your left hand to your left knee. Reach your right hand across into like reaching sideways and then elephant. So I'm underneath my right arm. My right arm is reaching really deeply to the side over towards the left. And my left hand is holding onto my left knee to give me balance. Breathe into it. Nice. Coming all the way down. Bring your right hand to the floor. Lift your left knee. Come back facing the side of your mat. Cool. Reach the left hand across. Reach the right hand back. And I'm up on the toes of the left foot. Right knee is bending. Nice. Bend your left elbow. Draw down in the direction of your knee. Bend your left knee so it's hovering just above the floor. Drop your left knee. Bring your left elbow either to your thigh or to the outside of your thigh. Wrap your right hand behind you. Twist towards the right. So I'm lengthening my spine. I lift my chest between my two arms and open through the front of my throat, lengthening the front of my body. Nice. Both hands to the floor, big toe side of your foot. Bend your knee forward. Sit your bum back. So it's about moving the ankles here. So keep your feet as they are and travel your body forward and backwards. So my right foot is stuck to the floor as I travel forward and backwards. And my left toes are being compressed as I sit back and as I travel forward. Sit back and travel forward. One more time. Sit back, pause there. Really squishing into that left foot. Nice. Rise up, bring your right hand to your right knee, reach the left hand across and then go under the left arm and lean your left arm over towards the right. My right hand is holding onto my left knee. It's giving me deep support. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Lift and come into a forward bend. So both hands are on the floor, your feet are wide, and then just travel from one side to the other. So if your hands are on the floor, your weight of your body is supported by your arms. If you bend your elbows, then the weight of your body is supported in your legs. So just see. Taking your hands off the floor will intensify the movement. As you lengthen a leg and lengthen. Pause when you bend your right knee with your left leg long. Sink a little bit deeper. Nice. Pause with your right leg long, left knee bent. Sink a bit deeper. Nice. Back to center. Reach your arms back behind you. You can hold on to your ankles if you wish. You can hold on to your, see what you want to hold on to, and just reach and lengthen through the spine. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Bring one knee to the floor. Bring the other knee to the floor, and then just come into a normal cat. Rounding your back. Arching your back. Rounding your back. Arching your back. And then do your coordination. Squeeze the right side. Squeeze the left side. Your head is traveling. So my head travels so it's on top, over my hand, and then it's over my hand. But I'm not moving my neck. Just my torso is moving and my head is traveling with it. Nice. So we're going to do the spinal rolls in our cat pose. So Round your back, tuck your chin under, look towards your navel, and then begin to drop the top of your head to the floor, bending your elbows. Not too much. And then arching your back, look forward, rise through the arms, lift through the whole, like your hands deeply pushed down, but you're staying arched. Round your back, drop the top of your head towards the floor, arching your back, straighten your arms. So I'm not traveling forward and backwards, I'm going up and down. So arching your back, straightening your arms, rounding your back, bending your elbows. How would you let this flow in your spine? As always, if bending your elbows is difficult on your shoulders, then make the movement smaller, slow and incremental strength, steadily increasing. Consistency is more important than some big gesture that brings you back. Nice. Now to do the other way. So arching your back, drop your chest down, round your back, straighten your arms. Arch your back, drop your chest down, round your back, straighten your arms, and then begin to flow. Nice. Sit your bum back into a child's pose. Bring your arms back beside you. Pause in your child's pose. Nice. Coming up. We'll try the same with our spine. So it's more like a figure of 8 that happens when you do a spinal flow. So shorten the right side and lengthen the left, and then lean your body towards the left. And then shorten the left side and lean your body towards the right. So the side that's lengthening, you travel in that direction. And suddenly my head starts to move in a figure of 8. So the squeezing side, you're moving away from the squeezing side. You just feel that. How do you squeeze, travel, squeeze, travel? And what's the like the visceral or the kinetic memory? How would you like? What does this feel like as you do it? For me, it's a really kind of snaky figure of 8. So I'm going to try the other one. The other one's going to wreck your head. Well, it wrecks my head. So squeeze and travel towards the squeezing side. So how do you travel towards the squeezing side? So it's more like a dragon or something, this one. Squeeze, travel in that direction. Squeeze, travel in that direction. It's much more like I don't feel a figure of 8 here. I just feel this kind of sweeping. Like a dragon. Nice. Push back into your downward dog, all the way back, lengthening back. And just feel the whole of your body as you pull your heels down, push down into your hands. And then just pull your heels down, lift up onto your toes. Pull your heels down, lift up onto your toes. Pull your heels down, and lift up onto your toes. Nice. Straighten through the backs of your knees. Bend your knees. Straighten the backs of your knees. Bend your knees. Straighten the backs of your knees. Bend your knees. So lengthen through the backs of your thighs. Bend your knees. Thighs. Bend your knees. Thighs. Bend your knees. Lift your hips really high. Drop your knees down. Lift your hips really high. Drop your knees down. Hips high. Up way up on your toes. Drop your knees down. Last one, lift your hips high. Pause there. So I'm way up high on my toes. My hands are pushing down. I'm trying to lift my hips as high towards the ceiling as I can. Straightening deeply through my legs, pushing deeply into my hands. Drop both knees to the floor. Cool, come sit on your bum. This time of year is tricky. So it's still kind of dark in the room, but the windows outside are getting brighter and brighter. So I'm kind of in the dark sometimes. So sorry if you can't see me very clearly or if it's flickering. The focal depth keeps changing in the cameras. Make make fists out of your hands and roll into your wrists. Even roll into your toes. And then roll in the other direction. Cool. So bring your left hand to the floor beside you. And when we begin this movement, you're going to keep your bum flat on the floor. Okay? So take your right hand and try and point as far to the left as you can behind you. So I'm pointing at the wall behind me, but I get stuck. You're going to get stuck. So just kind of go, oh, God, look, I'm stuck. And there's just no more. Like there's a limit to all our movements. And this should be in wellness that you're stuck. Nice. Try the other side. Point your left hand behind you. Just find your stuck place. This time, when you point back towards the right, when you point back towards the left with your right hand, let your right bum lift. So I'm letting my bum lift. Do that a few times. So your bum is lifting, my feet are falling over towards the left as I point behind me on the left-hand side. Nice. Now, bend your left knee as you do it. And you can go even further. Bend your left knee, point. I don't get stuck anymore when I bend my knee. I don't get stuck. Nice. Bend both knees. Both knees bend, and I can keep going further and further. Straighten your legs. Bend both knees, point, and straighten your legs. Nice, other side. So, right hand to the floor, point your left hand behind you, get stuck. And then drop your feet, lift your bum. And drop your feet over towards the right, lift your left bum. Now bend your right knee. Straighten it. Bend your knee. Straighten it. Now bend both knees. Straighten. Bend both knees. Nice. Straighten. Cool. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. Hold on to your shins. And lift through the chest. Travel a bit forward. Round your back. Travel back. So lift through your chest. Travel forward. Round through your back. Pull back. So move your feet maybe a little bit more forward in front of you. It'll give your hips and knees a bit more space. So we're doing that same spinal rolling. So, or the spinal wave. Just trying to find what is the movement I can do. Arching your back, travel forward. Rounding your back, travel back. Make it flow. My hands are on my knees. They're supported. You can have them in the air if you wish. You can let them move with you. I get a bit confused when I use my arms, so I'm not going to use my arms. We might turn into that Medusa. Oh my God, guys, what was I at yesterday? So travel in the other direction, round as you go forward, arch when you're down, reverse arching. Nice, round as you come forward. It was so funny. I was like, oh my God, Medusa. It's like some, oh well, can't win them all. I should make a video of the epic fails of the last 20 months. Nice, one more time. Super, sitting up tall, just lengthen through your spine. And then just gently squeeze the left side. Squeeze the right side. And the left side. Right side. And left side. Right side. Come lie on the floor. Come all the way down, lying on your back. Knees are bent. Just rock your knees from side to side. Maybe squeeze your knees up onto your chest. Just take a moment on the floor. Just let your spine land. Let things settle. Nice. Cool. Yeah, all that spinal rolly stuff. Yum. So we'll be doing some more of that. Tomorrow's Sunday. We'll find a way to do it as well. We'll do spinal rolling. And yeah, so spinal rolling. Maybe some pigeons next week. Yum, yum. And Great. Thanks so much for being here, as always. So great, so cool, so wonderful. Connection day 23. 5 days left. Amazing. Amazing. That's really amazing. Amazing how time passes. And so for 23 days, we've been connecting to our felt sense, noticing our wellness, and committing to something. Yeah, it's really interesting. I had this like moment of crisis this morning. I was like, I can't keep my promises to myself. And, so I got really hard on myself again. Do that. And so then I was like, no, I keep turning up, keep trying. Self-love is also in the effort of the trying, not necessarily in the perfection of the outcome. So great. Be well, be awesome, be you. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another yum day of the floor and just the deliciousness of connection. So thanks. Great. Ciao. Adios. Ciao.